To check out a customer, press the F8 key on your keyboard or the tender button on the top right of the screen. This will open the checkout menu. To select the method of payment that the customer is using, select the field next to the method of payment. In this case, MasterCard. The total of the bill in this case is $16.36. In order to fill out that value, press the F2 key to automatically complete the field. Alternatively, if the customer is paying with a split payment, include the amount used for that one method of payment, and for the remaining balance, select their field and again press F2. This will automatically fill out the field with the remaining balance on the bill. To give a customer a transaction discount, click on F4 on your keyboard or transaction button on your screen. In this menu, you'll see very different options. Click on F9 on your keyboard or the transaction discount button on the bottom of the menu. This menu will give you two different options for your transaction discount. A percentage discount on the full bill or a dollar discount on the full bill. Enter the percentage discount as a whole number, in this case 5%, or a dollar discount, in this case $3, and click Enter. You will see in the transaction information box in the middle bottom of your screen that the discount of $3 has been applied. Once you go to the tender screen, the $3 discount will also show below the subtotal line. If you want to give a discount on a particular item, there's two different options. In this case, if I want to discount the salad, I would click on the item, and the options are click on the dollar sign on the right side of the screen, followed by the new price that you'd like to apply, in this case $4, and then followed by the Enter button. Alternatively, press on F7 on your keyboard or the product key on the top of the screen, and this will open the full product details. Enter any price that you'd like to apply for the item, or you can apply the discount on the right side. Your two options are, once again, a dollar discount or percentage discount. This would be applied on a per item basis, in this case, $1. In the tender screen, this will not show up. Only your full transaction discount will apply. Whereas the per item discount will show up on the per item basis. To execute a return transaction, select F4 on your keyboard or transaction on the menu. Over here, we'll see that the F3 button turns on a sales return transaction, or by selecting the checkbox beside it, followed by the Enter key. You'll notice beside the text input box, it states sales return transaction. You are now currently in the sales transaction menu. In order to return the items, go through the selection as if a normal checkout process. Once you're done selecting the items that need to be returned, choose the tender key or F8 on your keyboard, followed by the method that the transaction amount will be returned. In this case, we're returning it on the customer's Visa. Select Visa, and then F2 to enter the balance into the field, followed by the Enter key. As you see, the screen now says Sales Return, and this will also be stated on the receipt. And the sales for the day will be reflected as such as well. In order to save a transaction to later recall it, start by pressing the F key on your keyboard or the tender button on the top right. Once you're in this checkout menu, click F7 or Save Transaction. Depending on if you want to print a receipt or only store the transaction, choose the following. In order to only store the transaction, click Store Transaction or F3. This automatically stores a transaction to be later recalled. In order to recall this transaction, on the top, select F6 on your keyboard or Recall on the menu. Then choose F2 or Recall an open transaction. As you'll notice, the date is in this field on the right. The latest saved transaction will be all the way on the bottom. Scroll down to find that transaction. Once you select it, you'll see the date, reflecting today's date. Click Enter to recall this transaction, or OK on the menu. This will recall the transaction for it to be used again. In order to edit as products pricing, in the RegitOffice application, select the P1 folder on the top left. This will open the product database for all the products that are entered into the system. In each row, you'll see that the product code, followed by the description, followed by the tax code, inventory value, and standard price are reflected, among various other different fields. In order to change the price, in the standard price field, just enter the new price that you'd like to see. In this case, we're changing creamy garlic from $3.99 to $4.50. Once you enter in the product price, hit the down arrow key. This price will now be reflected in the Rigid touchscreen application and the Rigid checkout application as well. This is a very simple process to change your product pricing. Alternatively, if you want to change your product name, it would be the same process by entering the new product name that you would like to enter, or change a product code if you so wish. To close out the day, select File on the top left, followed by Close Registers. Make sure that the Print Drawer Totals checkbox is selected, as well as the Clear Product Daily Sales Total. Also make sure that a 40-column report is selected, as this will fit on the receipt paper. An 80-column report would fit on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. Select Enter. This will prompt you with various different checks to make sure that you do want to close the day. Click OK on the 3 prompts. The daily sales total will print out on your receipt paper. The day is now closed.